Bozbash is an Azerbaijani rich, hearty soup in which there are only two mandatory ingredients, meat and chickpeas. Depending on the season, taste preferences, and region, the soup is prepared with the addition of sour or sweet and sour vegetables or fruits, tomatoes, cherry plums, unripe quince, various roots, onions, spicy seasonings. In most recipes for Bozbash, beef with fat or on a bone or young lamb meat is taken. Chickpeas are soaked overnight or for 10 to 12 hours before cooking. The cooking technology remains unchanged despite the difference in the added ingredients. First, the meat is cooked in a large amount of liquid until almost ready. About in the middle of cooking, add onions and chickpeas, cook well with the meat. Then add the rest of the products and cook until tender. Bozbash is served in bowls, filled first with vegetables and meat and then topped with broth. The recipe from the category Azerbaijani cuisine and consists of 12 cooking steps. The complexity of the dish. High. Ingredients for cooking Azerbaijani Bozbash with chickpeas and meat. Wash the chickpeas and fill them with cold water. Let it swell, leaving it at room temperature from evening to morning or for 8 to 10 hours. If possible, we change the water several times so that the peas do not sour. Fill the chickpeas with clean water for about 5 centimeters after boiling. Reduce the heat and cook until half cooked, 30 to 40 minutes. For this dish, it is best to take beef pulp with fat. We cut the beef into large pieces, put it in a cauldron or a thick-bottomed saucepan. Pour a small amount of water, let it boil. The first decoction is drained. We wash the meat. Wash off the foam from the sides of the pan. Fill the beef with 2 liters of clean water and wait for boiling again. Turn down the heat below average, cover with a lid and cook for an hour. Add the finely chopped onion, drain the broth from the chickpeas, add the peas to the meat with onions, and continue to cook for another hour and a half until the meat becomes soft. Cut the tomatoes into small cubes. If we use canned in our own juice, knead with a fork along with the juice, take about 0.5 cans. Put it in the soup, let it boil. Salt to taste, put the peas of pepper or mash the pepper in a mortar. Cook for 10 minutes. We cut the potatoes costly, slices, pieces. We leave the small one entirely. Add the potatoes to the soup and cook for another 20 to 25 minutes until the potatoes are soft. At the end of cooking, the broth will evaporate by about half. The soup will become thick. We try it with salt, add salt if necessary. Turn off the heat and leave the Bozbash under the lid to infuse. We serve Bozbash in Azerbaijani style in bowls or deep plates. Put the potatoes with chickpeas, then a few pieces of meat, and pour over the broth. You can sprinkle with chopped herbs or grated garlic. Enjoy your meal.